Hello, I'm Pilates instructor Tucker, certified in mat Pilates, and this is a full body workout. That's a lot of body. Here we go. Let's lay down in neutral spine, feet are hip width apart, knees at 90 degrees, palms on the mat, nose pointed to the ceiling, belly tight, one leg up in a tabletop, place it down, other leg in a tabletop, place it down, continue with that, keeping the core tight, hips are stable, spine is stable, and continuing breathing at a constant pace. And the next time the right leg is up, keep it up, bring the left up to meet it, and send the right out straight, back, left out straight, back. Staying steady in the hips, staying neutral in the spine. When the leg extends, not overextending the back, and breathing at a comfortable pace. I'm exhaling on the extension, inhaling back in. And staying loose in the shoulders and the neck and the head, not carrying any tension. And now when the leg goes out straight, bring it down to the mat and back up and in. Exhale out. Inhale back in. Great job. Keep going. Keeping that head relaxed. Shoulders down away from the ears. Palms down on the mat. As the leg goes out, lower back doesn't arch. Strong in the core. One more on each side. And bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, right leg in a tabletop. Straighten it up. Sweep it down to the ground and back up. And down. Up. 3 more. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Or whatever breathing pattern is comfortable. Last one. And bring that in. Left leg into tabletop. Straighten it up. Sweep down and up. And I'm flexing the foot down, pointing it up. 2 more. And that leg comes down. Inhale, exhale, right leg in a tabletop. Let's keep this thigh still, internal, external hip rotation. So with an exhale, foot rotates out. Thigh stays right where it is. Imagine your thigh is on a pole. It can't move. Back to center. Exhale, rotate, foot in. And back to center. Let's continue there as the foot rotates out. That's internal hip rotation. And as the foot rotates in, external hip rotation. 1 more each way. And down. Left leg in a tabletop. Keep that thigh where it is. Stuck on that pole. Exhale, internal hip rotation. Foot comes outside the body line. And back to center with the inhale. Exhale. Foot comes in. External hip rotation. Inhale back to center. 2 more each way. Great work. All the while, keeping the core tight. Neutral in the spine. Head gently resting on the mat. And foot down. Great. Continuing, inhale, exhale, both feet up in the tabletop. And let's glue those legs together. Now, continuing with the internal, external hip rotation. Feet stay together, knees come out. And back together. Then knees together, feet come out. Back together. And breathing at a comfortable pattern. Staying neutral in the spine. Great job. Abs are engaged. Core is tight. 1 more. And bring those legs down. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Let the lower back sink in the mat. Back to neutral spine. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer to the body as we go into a bridge. So we're staying neutral in the spine, flexing the glutes, lifting the hips up and down. And again, exhale, flex the glutes, a little bit of hamstrings, not overextending at the top, staying neutral, coming to a point ideally that the knees, hips, shoulders are in the same line. Inhaling back down. And one more, let's stay up. Bring that right leg into tabletop, back down. Left leg into tabletop, back down. Continue with that pattern, breathing at a comfortable pace, keeping the hips up. Also staying steady in the hips. As one leg comes down, transfer the weight to the other leg, and the other leg comes up. One more each way. Last one. And bring it all down. Great work. Let's go a little farther. Inhale, exhale, tighten the belly. Glutes, lift the hips up. Right leg into tabletop. Now coming down, tapping the bottom and back up. And down, tap, back up. Good job. Let's go 3 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one, keeping the structure in the knee. And right leg comes down, stay up. Left leg comes up. Down, tap, and up. Great. 4 more. Inhale, exhale up. Tighten the core. Hips aren't sinking. Shoulders aren't creeping up to the ears. 2 more. All glutes here. Left leg comes down, and the whole thing comes down. And let's take that right ankle, put it on the left knee, and bring the left knee into tabletop for a stretch in the right hip and glute. And for a little deeper stretch, I could gently pull in on the legs while maintaining neutral in the spine, so I'm not rolling over in the lower part of the body. Bring that down, left ankle on the right knee, and right leg comes up into tabletop. And down. Back into neutral. Let's keep those feet a little closer to the body. That'll help to engage the glutes more up in the bridge position. Inhale, exhale, belly tight, up into a bridge, right leg up. Internal, external hip rotation. So with an exhale, foot comes outside of the body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, foot comes to the inside of the body. Inhale back to center, continuing there. Exhale out, inhale in, exhale out, inhale in. Great, 1 more. Each way. Right leg comes down, stay up, bring that left leg up. Exhale, bring it to the outside. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring it to the inside. Inhale to center. 2 more each way. Great work. Keep that hip high. Keep them even. Left hip isn't falling. Core is tight and engaged. 1 more each way. And down, and bring it all down. Inhale, exhale, tighten the belly, up into a bridge. And here's a neck bridge. Bring that leg into tabletop. Straighten it, same movement earlier in the workout. Leg sweeps down and back up. Great, again. Exhale down. Inhale up, keep those hips high. Core is tight. 2 more. Last one. And that comes down. We're staying up. Left leg in a tabletop. Straighten it. Sweep it down to the ground. And back up. Again. Same movement as earlier, much greater stretch here in the hip, being up in the bridge position, as well as the increased load on the glute, this working leg here. Last one. And bring that down. And let's bring the knees into the chest again and let the lower back sink into the mat for an imprinted spine stretch. You're doing a great job. Let's come back to neutral. Tighten the belly. Exhale, right leg in a tabletop. Make it straight. Point the toe. Leg circles here. Foot comes across the body, down, around, and back up. And again, we're keeping the hips stable here so those hips aren't rocking, only making big enough circles that we can maintain stability in the hips and the spine. So right now I'm making beach ball size circles on the ceiling. Let's go one more and stop at the top and reverse direction. So foot comes out, down, across the body, and back up. And breathing at a comfortable pace. I'm exhaling as the foot comes out and around, and inhaling as it comes over and back up. One more. And on this last one, stop at the top. Energy coming out of the hands. Curl up into ab prep. And down. Exhale. And down. Strong in the leg. Two more. Last one. And leg comes down. Great job. Left leg in a tabletop. Straight. Point the toe. Foot comes over, down, around, and back up. Three more. Breathing at a steady pace. Hips aren't rocking. Last one in reverse direction. Strong in the core. Heads gently resting on the mat. Shoulders aren't creeping up to the ears. Great work. One more and we'll stop at the top. Energy coming out of the hands. Tuck the chin and curl into ab prep. Inhale down. Exhale up. Three more. And down, and bring that left leg down. And bring both knees into the chest. This time with an exhale, send the right leg out straight. And let it gently rest on the mat, reaching long. And bring it back in, and with an exhale, let the left leg reach out long and gently rest on the mat for a hip flexor stretch. Bring the right leg out long to meet it, maintaining neutral spine. Bring the arms straight up. Inhale, exhale, curl into ab prep. And back. And curl into ab prep. Great work. One more. And now into the full roll up. Exhale all the way up and straighten up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, pull away. Imagine someone's pulling your belly away from behind. And slowly roll all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale again. Curl, roll all the way up. Inhale, exhale, back down. Three more. Great job. Remember, we have two posterior pelvic tilts in this movement. Ab prep right here. Slight posterior pelvic tilt, so the tailbone slightly points forward. and all the way up, sitting up straight into neutral spine. Then the roll down begins with a slight posterior pelvic tilt. So that's the obliques and the glutes firing, and then rolling all the way down. Last one. And again with the roll down. Someone's pulling you from behind. Scoop, halfway, stop, maintain the scoop, up and straighten. Again, exhale, stop, inhale, exhale up and straighten. Great. And up, one more, stop, let's stay here, rotate to the right and center, rotate to the left and center, exhale, inhale back, exhale, inhale, everything's flexed. Shoulders are strong, abs are tight, hips aren't moving. One more, back to center, up, and scoop all the way up. Great job. Let's bring the right leg, bring it over the left. Sitting up straight, maintaining neutral spine, and gently lean into it. Bring that one out straight, left leg over the right. Hug it in, sitting up straight. Hands bring feet in front, knees slightly bent. Arms behind, fingers pointed back. Still straighten the spine, and with an inhale, open the shoulders, lift the chest up to the sky, and exhale back. Good. Inhale again, lift the chest up. Exhale back, one more. Great, and arms in front, let's roll all the way down. Arms up high. Now coming into the teaser prep, farther away from the body the feet are, we'll make it a little bit easier. So we can have the feet wherever we want, but closer in. We'll make for a more challenging exercise. Farther out, we'll make for slightly easier. Arms up. Inhale to bring them overhead. Sweep around and curl all the way up. Inhale at the top, exhale. Curl back down, good. Inhale, exhale. Now I'm not sitting up straight here, but imagining the arms parallel to the thighs. One more. Great, here we go. Now let's add a leg. Sweep around, come up, right leg up straight. And back down. Now the left. Arms sweep around, coming up, left leg straight. And curling back down. One more each leg. Great work. Last one. And bring it around. Let's roll on over to our belly. Prone position. And head could be gently resting on the hands here. Neutral in the spine, so belly's tight. Imagining pulling the belly up away from the mat. Imagine someone sliding a piece of paper in between your belly and the mat. And we're going to start down at the legs. So this is all glutes here. I'm firing the quads slightly, so flexing the quads, and now using the glute muscle to lift the straightened leg just about 4 to 5 inches off the ground. and back. And let's go to the other leg. Exhale up. Inhale down, keeping the belly tight. Hips are stable, not pressing the hips into the mat for leverage. And keeping that leg straight. Imagine someone pulling your leg down as it's lifting up. Let's go one more each side. Exhale. Inhale down. Last one. Bring it down. Let's get both going now. So with an exhale, firing the quads, glutes flex, legs lift. Inhale down. Great. Good work. Keeping that belly tight. 2 more. And down. And bring the feet up. And let's gently let the feet fall from one side to the other. There's a little stretch in the lower back after that. A little stretch in the hips. And let's come back to neutral and work our way up the spine. So head resting on the hands. I'll begin by gently lifting the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And back to start. Exhale, lift the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. And back to start. Good, one more. Now we're going to continue that and lift the head and the front top part of the chest up off the mat. So with an exhale, shoulders, elbows lift, shoulder blades squeeze together, head and chest lift off the mat. And inhale down. Good, continue. Exhale. Inhale down. 2 more, keeping the belly tight. Using the back muscles and the shoulder muscles here, not pressing the hips in the ground. And back to start. Good, rest for a moment. We're going to continue with that, add a twist in. So when we come up, twist, tap the elbow, and back to center, and down. So here we go. Hands resting on the head, resting on the hands. With an exhale, elbows, shoulders, chest lift off the mat. Twist, tap the right elbow, back to center, and inhale down. Exhale up, twist, tap the left elbow, back to center, and down. Great job. One more on each side. This is a twist coming from the upper spine, so the hips are stable. Last one. And down. And let's come back into child's pose. And back to the starting position. Core is tight. Feet about hip width apart. This time, arms go up straight. And we're going to lift the upper body again. Same idea. Shoulder blades together. Head and chest up off the mat. So exhale, shoulder blades, head and chest up off the mat. Now this is a little heavier here with the arms extended up above and down. And again, exhale. And one more. Great, now let's add the legs. Both arms, both legs up with the exhale. Exhale, arms up, glutes firing to lift the legs. Legs are strong, and down. And again, imagine someone's pulling your arms up, someone's pulling your legs down, and down. One more. And down. Great, now we're going to use that to go into a swimming. So as we come up, alternating arm and leg taps. Exhale, everything's up. Right arm, left leg tap down. And then left arm, right leg tap down. And continuing. Breathing at a comfortable pace. Still pulling the belly up and away. Hips are stable. Great work. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything comes down. And again, let's go back into child's pose. And into a 4-point stance. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Hand and all fingers contacting the mat evenly. Inhale into a cat stretch. And exhale, point the chest forward. Again, inhale. Into spinal flexion. Exhale into spinal extension. 1 more. And back to a neutral starting position. Extend the right arm and left leg, reaching them long. And back to start. And extend left arm, right leg. And back. Let's continue. A lot of modifications on this, where we can just do 1 arm at a time and move to 1 leg at a time. And then move up to alternating arm and leg. 1 more each way. Belly's pulling up and in, not sagging in the back. All right, stay here. Tighten the belly, up on the right leg, right foot, up on the left foot. Down on the right, down on the left. Let's continue switching the starting leg. So left leg, right leg, left down, right down. Again, right, left, right, left. 1 more. Left, right, right, left. Good. Still here. Up on both. Strong in the shoulders. Now from here, if we can't full plank, can come down to the forearms and can also stay right here. Full plank, left leg up and down, keeping it straight. Right leg up and down. Good. Strong in the shoulders. It's all glutes. All parts of the hand and fingers contacting the mat evenly. Breathing at a comfortable pace. I'm exhaling up, inhaling in. Great work. 1 more. And bring that down. Let's face forward, kneeling. Tighten the belly. Can also just be in a seated position. Crisscross, long sit. Those should all work. Arms out in front. Bring them out wide. And back. And again. Arms out wide. Opening the hands, opening the wrists. And this time as the arms come out, gently look to the right. And 1 more to the left. And back down to the sides, arms long, left arm up, reaching over. If I'm in a box, I'm reaching to the far corner of the box. And back. And the right arm. Exhale, up and over. Reaching long. And back. And again, left arm. And as it comes over, gently twisting to face the mat. And the right one. Back to start. And roll the shoulders back a few times. And roll the shoulders forward a few times. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout. I suggest you use my instructional playlist as your resource for individual movement breakdown and instruction. Since you made it this far, hit the like button, and I'll see you at the next workout.